I know I've got to save. I know I have obligations, but I'm so tempted to buy the clothes that I don't need, to buy the dresses that I don't need, to buy the latest gadget, to buy the latest car. Listen, they understand the dynamics of financial literacy. They know that they need to save. They know that they need to invest. But like I said earlier on, they're hard-pressed. They're distracted. You know, the new car, the new gadget, the new toy. Their neighbor buys something and they must necessarily buy it. That's how they feel. When we talk about financial literacy, there are three things to examine: having the right mindset, having the right knowledge set, having the right skill set. Now, a lot of people want to have the skill set, right, without the knowledge and without the necessary mindset. Having the right mindset is very important in achieving your financial goals, in achieving financial stability, and in achieving financial freedom. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. In this video, I would like to talk about 4 money mindsets from a very profound story in the Bible. I bet that a lot of you have read this scripture time and again, but I would like to show you some important money nuggets from the story or from the parable of the sower. Can you remember that parable? Go with me into Matthew chapter 4, and I'll read quickly from verse 3. Listen from the New Living Translation. A farmer went out to plant some seed. As he scattered it across his field, some of the seed fell on a footpath, and the birds came and ate it. Other seed fell on shallow soil with underlying rock. The seed sprouted quickly because the soil was shallow. Verse 6, but the plant soon wilted under the hot sun, and since it didn't have deep roots, it died. Other seed fell among thorns that grew up and choked out the tender plants, so that they produced no gain. Finally, in verse 8, still other seeds fell on fertile soil, and they sprouted, grew, and produced a crop that was 30, 60, and even 100 times as much as was planted. 4 money mindset from this very profound story. And the first mindset is what I would call the financial illiteracy mindset. Now, as we read from that scripture, some of those seeds fell on the wayside, and the birds of the air came to pick them up. Now, the reason some of you, many people, are struggling with their finances is because they are financially illiterate. And such, when they make money, or when they are given money, when they earn money, they don't even know where their money is going, because the birds of the air literally come to steal that seed of their resources, that seed of their finances, and that seed of their money. Don't be in that category. And if you find yourself in that category, I'm going to tell you how to move from that category into the best category ever. Now we see the second category of people. Now the seeds actually fell on the floor. They weren't stolen by birds, but they fell on stony grounds. They didn't have roots, right? They fell on stony grounds, shallow ground, and then they sprouted. But very, very soon, they died because they did not have roots. Now, what is the second mindset? It is what I would call the financial instability mindset. Now, for these people, they have a bit of financial literacy. They understand to an extent, but their understanding is not deep-rooted. They know that they have to save, but they don't know why or how. They know that they have to invest, but they don't know how or why. And so, the little knowledge they have is tested when things happen around them. And then the little money they have saved, the little knowledge they have is tested, and they fall. And then their seed, their money, their knowledge, does not take root because they are quite unstable. They are quite shallow when it comes to financial literacy and the ability to build wealth. I bet you're moving out of that category if you find yourself in that category into a better category. Now, what is the third category? Remember that in that parable that we read, some seed fell on the ground. They actually had roots. They actually took roots. They actually started to grow, but they grew in the midst of what? Of thorns. I love this set of people. Now, they're knowledgeable. They're quite stable when it comes to their finances and how to navigate their resources. But they are hard pressed on all sides by many distractions. I call them the financial insatiability group, the financially insatiable. What does that mean? They have an idea of what they should do, but they're distracted. Oh, there is a ceremony coming up and I've got to buy this and that to be a part of it. I know I've got to save. I know I have obligations, but I'm so tempted to buy the clothes that I don't need, to buy the dresses that I don't need, to buy the latest gadget, to buy the latest car. Listen, they understand the dynamics of financial literacy. They know that they need to save. They know that they need to invest. But like I said earlier on, they're hard-pressed. They're distracted. You know, the new car, the new gadget, the new toy. Their neighbor buys something and they must necessarily buy it. That's how they feel. Call them the financially insatiable group. So I've talked about financial illiteracy for those who are financially illiterate. Don't forget that I said that the birds of the air literally pick anything that they know, pick up their seeds. Now I talked about the financially unstable. They don't have roots. They really want to do stuff, but they don't have roots. So they are weak when it comes to decision making. They know they have to save. They know they have to invest. But guys, you know what? Those things just perch, and as the seeds come to the ground quickly, because there are no roots, they're destroyed. And then I just talked about the financially insatiable ones, what I call financial insatiability. Listen, they know what to do, but they are just overwhelmed, by the lust of the eyes, by pressure, by distractions, the things they see on social media. Like they have not settled some bills. Right, in some cases they may have settled some bills, but they're just distracted, the shiny object syndrome, and they just have to spend money. But listen, there is then that guy, that last guy, that last category, and that last money mindset, which I am inviting you to become a part of. Now, the seed was sown, and it was a fertile ground, and then it germinated not just 60, not just 20, not just 40, but it germinated, it brought about 100 times as much as was planted. Listen to me, I call them the financially immovability group. I love it. They understand integrity, they understand industriousness, they understand insightfulness. They know that they have to save. They know that they have to invest. They know they have to take care of their basic things. They know they have to budget. They are financially literate. Now, distractions come, but they don't fall easily. Now, they know that they only live once, but they know how to prioritize their expenses. They know how to diversify their income. And look at the people that would have 100-fold returns. The people that have this mindset. What am I saying in essence as I wrap up this video? For the first category of people who are financially illiterate, they deal with ignorance, with inexperience. They pay no attention to their finances. For the second group, they are impulsive. They don't have roots. They are inconsistent with their saving goals, with their budgeting plans, and with all of those things. And they're very impatient. That's why they don't have roots. For the third category of people, the ones that I call the insatiable group, They indulge a lot. They only live once. Like, they know the things to do, but they indulge. They are sometimes full of ingratitude. They just feel, you know what, I don't have a lot. And that's why the distractions get them easily. And they're very inflexible, right? They deal with inflexibility. They are not flexible. Let me put it that way. But the last category of people, like I said, they have integrity. They understand that, hey, I'm not going to blame anyone for my financial position. I'm not going to blame the government. I'm not going to blame my spouse. I'm not going to blame my friends. I'm not going to blame social media. I'm not going to blame the things that I see. I'm going to take personal responsibility. I will learn the right things. I will embrace the right mindset. I will embrace knowledge. I will read books about personal finance. I will join the Smart Stewards Academy where we teach people how to manage and multiply money. And then I will actually embrace the skill set. I will save. I will invest. I will expand my income base. I will add more skills. I will manage, and multiply money. Dearest friends, so where do you find yourself amongst these four categories? Now, it doesn't matter where you find yourself, especially within the first three. I'm calling you into a higher level of financial literacy, where, you know what, it doesn't matter where you have been in the past. Just like myself, when as a chartered accountant, I didn't even know how to manage my resources. But I'm saying, hey, come up either. Embrace financial literacy. Get on the next course at the Smart Stewards Academy. Read books. I've got a lot of books. My book, The 40 Frugal Rules for a Journey to Financial Freedom, is what you would see it. The link to purchase it is one you should buy. There are many other books that I can recommend for you to buy. The government is not coming to save you. Right? Nobody is coming to save you. You've got to save yourself when it comes to financial literacy. Until I see you the next time, please make it a point of duty to move into the financial immovability group. That is where the wonder happens. See you.